What we see is that the demand for wireless solutions and for broadband wireless access solutions like ours is not shrinking, that's for sure. More than that, I can say that the demand is expanding because the number of application grows and the demand for each and every application also is diversifying and becomes more and more challenging. So basically, if 10 years back, 15 years back, we were talking just about any type of connectivity, so it just should have been fast, it should have been on the best effort basis. Right now, again, the world of, let's say, mobile networks and fixed networks is two different worlds which are helping each other, let's put it this way. They are not competing technologies because mobile networks, basically we know the application, it's basically personally handheld devices and we know what they are for. What we do, and in our FBWA world, we provide guaranteed long distance, dedicated lines, which is really different from what mobile networks are doing. And again, not only they're applicable for telecom operators, and including urban areas still, even in the developed markets where the fiber is everywhere, where mobile networks are everywhere, still there's a demand for super quick connectivity, like next day connection, where then in 6 months, in 1 year, fiber can come in. So. Types of, let's say, protocols or mechanisms to be integrated virtually in any existing infrastructure, and that's what we're doing as well. So I don't see the evolution of IoT as a challenge rather than an opportunity, because for us all it means is that there will be more demand for capacity across the board. Because for us it's very simple, we do in transport. The thicker the pipe, if it provides guaranteed service to the customer, that's all the customer needs, because everything can be so-called pulled into one tube. Right now, basically, hardly I can think of any sphere of human activity where, to some extent, our equipment cannot be applied, or any FBWA equipment cannot be applied, because basically, leave alone operators and telecoms, which is obvious, because this is the first choice, of course, and the obvious choice for us to go there. But again, you take smart cities, you take banking sector, you take health sector, you take oil and gas, even mobility projects like connecting trains or connectivity in the metro. So all those myriads of applications all can be done rapidly and very cost efficiently with wireless solutions. And that's where we couldn't go 10 years ago because the technology didn't allow us to. But right now, with the modern technology, it's all possible and it can be done in a very effective way. We do have very big plans in terms of that, because again, if before it was pretty obvious where the technology was going, and the likes of Broadcom or Qualcomm were really driving this by making up standards based on which us and our competition were building their systems. Right now, I think everybody has exhausted this capability, and now we put a lot more brain inside, and now the optimization or the improvement comes not only per unit or per link, it comes on a system basis. So we look at the network as a whole and see how can we significantly improve the performance of the whole network, given into consideration that it's being used along with other technologies, there can be other frequencies, there can be interference, that it needs to be expanded in the future or upgraded in the future. So we're looking really like 5 to 7 years ahead. So, and the diversification comes in two angles, or in two flavors. One, in our traditional frequency bands, of course, we try to multiply the current capacities remaining within the same spectrum, and at the same hand, like LTE, like everything else, we're looking at other frequency bands, which either are already available or soon will be refarmed for that use.